Shrewd News and Reviews, man. You back and we know how to do. Got your
Yeah,
boy Steven Jackson up, man.
yeah. Steven Jackson had a lot to say. Excuse me. He had a lot to say about the big three, showing his support to his boy Ice Cube. I'm not a big fan. You a big Cube fan?
Yo, man. Yup. Shout out to Cube, man. He got the big three going. That's that's better than the NBA D League right now. It's more
Well,
action.
well, Steven Jackson calls out the NBA for lack of big three support, and he claims he's the face of the biggest civil rights movement ever. A little
Hey,
bit crazy of a statement just to start off with, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, but you know how we do, man. We always,
I don't I don't know how we do. Please enlighten us. I
we
don't.
always oversell. So we'll always,
Who is
make it
we?
look juicy. The culture. The
Yeah,
culture. It
me. I
has a
don't look
name
at
for
me as Steve and Steven Jackson in the same culture. You know what I'm saying?
or the culture
Uh,
you talking on. Maybe you ain't in it, but the culture that we own, we talking about, that we're in, yeah. We oversell. We definitely say things flamboyant. You know how it go. But go ahead.
just saying things that are lies, I don't think that's something that the culture does. You know what I'm saying? I think human beings lie, but to just put that on the culture like that's what we do, speak for yourself, sir. I'm not on that. I don't think he was the face of no biggest civil rights movement either. He did help out with the George Floyd
I mean,
thing. Maybe you look
every
a
time,
little bit like George Floyd.
yeah,
You're not
like
the face of it, bro. Like that's my problem with Steven Jackson. He
right.
always got to make shit about him. He said he went to O Block that one time. He like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
checking in with O Block. I'm this, I'm that. It's like, bro, if you trying to shout out O Block, he made the whole shit about him. When something happened with Ja Moran with the gun thing, like he
Mhm.
admitted, I shot at somebody when I was in the NBA. Like, why is it like, bro? Just you don't have to insert yourself in everything. But let me read a little bit from the article.
What's up with
Steven
Go ahead.
Jackson has called out the NBA for not supporting Ice Cube's Big Three basketball league, while also claiming he was the face of the biggest civil rights movement ever. During a conversation with Playmaker, the former NBA player took time out to speak on Adam Silver and the NBA not supporting the Big Three league. According to Jackson, the NBA has no reason not to be involved, especially when the league is filled with former NBA players. He also claimed he was the face of the George Floyd protest, which he called the biggest civil rights movement ever, and used that to criticize the NBA for not aligning with former players who are making an effort to push for social justice and change. Quote here from Steven Jackson. This is the only black owned professional league. We need to come out and support it. And I've been his guy since year one. He'll tell you, I just want to see him win, Jackson's told. There's no reason for the NBA to not support the league. It's all ex NBA players. How you feel about that?
I agree with him on that. Everything he was talking about the NBA, they should support Big Three Ice Cube, man, because you know, it's been reports where Ice Cube been saying is they have been like, shearing sponsors away from the big three. Like, yo, don't even mess with them over there. Like they small fries. So I feel like, yeah, I wish Big Three, the NBA will come support some of those guys. Those guys can get a check.
Do you see the NFL supporting arena bowl leagues, arena ball leagues, arena football leagues, or
No,
the NFL? Excuse me if I didn't say that correctly.
the NFL.
Yeah,
No,
do they support arena football leagues?
well, they sign some of the players sometimes, but I don't
That's
know
not
what
the
support.
same. That's not
Yeah,
the same. Are they advertising arena football teams? Yeah,
don't
so
get
why
me a
would
lot.
the NBA support their competition when Ice Cube is going on TV talking shit about them all the time? Why would they want to do business with you and you're a direct competitor? I don't see McDonald's advertising the Whopper. It makes no sense. It's a very loose logic chain. But I mean, he made it sound good to you. I mean, I know it sounds good. Let's hear it from Steven Jackson's mouth.
I can't listen to a lot of stupid, man. This is trash. This is the only black-owned professional league. We need to come out and support it. And I've been this guy since year one. He'll tell you. I just want to see him win.
That was
There's
Trick
no reason
Dad.
for the NBA not to support this league. It's all ex-NBA
I
players.
seen
I'm
Trick
gonna give
Dad.
What?
No, I just thought I seen Trick Daddy at the beginning. Go ahead.
I'm facing the biggest civil rights movement ever with the George Floyd. I'm an NBA champion, played in the NBA. The NBA didn't reach out to me for the Black Lives Matter movement.
Nigga, do you run back Black Lives Matter? Why would they reach out to you for Black Lives Matter or the George Floyd movement? If they wanted to support the George Floyd movement, they would have reached out to his family. Goofy nigga, what you talking about? I mean,
Hey, why you trying? Listen, this man probably trying to finesse something, bro. Like he probably trying to put something together. Like, look, NBA, y'all ain't come holler at me.
Listen, man.
I get it. Look, I got you, Steven. I get what you're doing.
Listen, Steven Jackson, he was born in 78. He's older than me. He played 14 seasons in the NBA. He accomplished some stuff that is admirable. I do respect that he was a visible activist, sports, spokesperson for the civil rights movement involving George Floyd. I'm not just here to kick the man back in, but this was not a cool move, dog. Like, it makes you look crazy when you say that you were the face of the George Floyd movement. Like, that's wild. That's like Jesse Jackson saying I was the biggest face in the Martin Luther King movement. You know what I'm saying? I was right by his side. I've been this guy since day one. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Jesse, chill. Like,
off, hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Steven,
go ahead.
He already showed you he went to O Block and he hung around and let you know, like, I check in. Hold on, let me finish. So we know how rappers, right? They want to claim that they the best. They always claim that they the best thing smoking. They the best thing since, canned pussy, So I think that this is just rubbing off on Steven Jackson. He's just around here, I think, talking his shit, trying to make it seem like he was, the head guy in charge, and you got to come through him. Like, NBA, y'all ain't never holler at me. I'm the NBA champion. Why y'all ain't going through me? So it's like, he's trying to funnel everything through him. I see exactly what he's doing.
Right. I mean, honestly, I think there's a lot of people out there who, when they think of the George Floyd movement, they don't even think about Steven Jackson or like Black Lives Matter. Like, Steven Jackson is the furthest nigga from their mind, personally.
Right.
But let's hear him out.
For social justice, for equality. But you have a player that's the face of the movement. Why you not reaching out to? So they don't move. They don't move how we supposed to move. They move how they want to move.
You damn right. When you dealing with bees, you do what you want. Niggas gonna do what they can. You know what I'm saying? And like, honestly, Ice Cube right now, if you watched this show before, you know that I've been a very harsh critic of Ice Cube. I could personally see why the NBA wouldn't have nothing to do with him. He shared anti-Semitic memes. He around there having with Tucker Carlson. You going on TV shows, podcasts, anybody that'll listen, talking about how racist the NBA is. Why would they want to do business with you? You done scorched the damn earth. You done went nuclear with the shit. So it's like, at this point, you crying that they ain't supporting you. You done started beef. It's not gonna be like that. So this is what a quote from, I guess, Ice Cube. Let me make sure. Yeah, now we get into some quotes from Ice Cube. Jackson's comments arrive after Ice Cube previously called out the NBA and dissed Adam Silver, disrespected that man during an interview with Tucker Carlson earlier this month. According to Q, the NBA's initiatives for social justice are pretty full of shit. The NBA is full of great slogans, and they write Black Lives Matter on the court, and they do all those things, but pretty full of when rubber meets the road, Cube said. It's as easy as saying, we're going to donate $100 million to it. It's like an easy thing to do. All they got to do is call up the graphics guy and approve the comp. He continued. It's easy for them to put that on the court. It takes a little more effort to really care to work with a league like the Big Three. You got to really want to make a difference. When Carlson asked Q if he thinks Silver embodies the spirit of basketball, The rapper laughed off the statement while saying the NBA commissioner played for the New York Lawyers and that he rolled the bench as a water boy. Yeah, that's really going to inspire confidence in your league and get people to give you money. What's your reaction to that? I know you're a Cube
I think
supporter.
Cube's gonna do good anyway. You know, he reaching for higher. He want to be on the level of, you know, like an NBA D League. He feels like they should look out for the retired players, just like you having something for the younger players. And I think it was a good thing that Cube came up with. I think it was some old players I was able to see play, like Katino Mosley. Like, you know, it's a good thing. And I think that the NBA, if they had something like this, all they got to do is holler at Cube.
Listen, if the NBA starts something like that, that's going to be the end of the big three. If the NBA, that's like when it's like when Facebook and Instagram came up with stories and Vine was just like, it was gone. You know what I'm saying? If the NBA do something like this, I don't know if there's going to be a big three. I don't know. But I could understand them not wanting to do business with Ice Cube. He kind of hot right now. It's like you might bring down the brand. And as far as the NBA goes, I'm not saying that they can't do more. I'll let y'all chime in on the comments and talk about what more they could do. But as far as what they do a lot more than the NFL. You know, they did show support to, you know, certain causes.
Black Lives Matter?
Yeah. You know, I see people putting stuff on the jerseys. I never seen nobody get in trouble for kneeling or doing anything, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA like that. It's like they let the players talk out. LeBron was real vocal about social issues, and I never seen any pushback. NFL, yeah, it might get sit down, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I'm not really looking for the NBA to do stuff like that. You know, I'm glad when they do. I don't know what they're supporting. I haven't researched that deeply. I don't know what causes they're giving to, but is the NBA required to donate money to a cause? Is the NBA do they owe Ice Cube something? Like,
nah, but look, we want to know what y'all think, man. Yeah. What do y'all think about this, man? Is Steven Jackson out of pocket for saying he's the face of the civil rights movement? You know?
Yeah, should the big three get supported by the NBA? Should the NBA actively be supporting their competitors for no reason other than a black guy owns it? You know, him and some investors from Qatar. I'm not even sure if he really owns it like that. You know.
Oh man, let's get out of here, man. Look, I don't know. We gonna catch y'all in the next one, man. Y'all stay shrewd.
You didn't even tell the people to subscribe or nothing. Just so hasty.
You know what to do. Y'all know what to do, man. We back, man. Oh shit, that's it. That's all we're doing.